After the stream where I began the design for this super smelter area, there are a couple of changes that I wanted to make, namely making these divides between the areas where the furnaces are 3 wide instead of 2 wide. So this would prevent the hoppers from locking when I was powering the rails behind them. And I've messed around a little bit with the design, removed some of the walls that we had in the vertical bit, added these bits in here. It's kind of working. I like it. It looks damn good. Rexy had the idea to add some different blocks into the magma blocks in here behind the iron bars. Rexy suggested going darker. I'd already had the idea of adding in these, well, these are shroom lights. And honestly, I think it works. I think it looks really good. Rexy was absolutely right with this thought. It just adds a little bit of variation into the colour that really makes it pop. And I've added these chains with the lights on the end of them, as per usual, with all different levels. And honestly, I'm really happy with it. I think it works exceptionally well. One thing that I did also do is remove the stone pillar that was here, because it was blocking the view of the entire thing, and I think it benefits a lot from having the entire view unobstructed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build something here that doesn't obscure the high areas of the build, but still gives a little bit of height in the middle here. Not sure what yet, but the next issue that I'm going to have to come up with is what to do with the floor, because I need to come up with a sort of unified pattern for how to do the flooring of this entire place, because whatever I put here will continue up throughout all the pathways and the stairs and the walkways and things like that throughout the entire base. So I've got to get it right. It needs to be a combination of sort of nice and distinctive compared to the rest of the build, specifically the buildings and things like that, but also something that I can very easily make grubby and dingy and dirty. That's going to be an interesting challenge, so we'll see what I come up with for that. After a while of kind of messing around, throwing textures about, trying different blocks, building a basalt generator, this is the kind of pattern that I've come up with. I think it combines all of what I was going for. We're using the basalt as the kind of main sort of surface area with the different types of basalt thrown in there. Then we've got these cobbled deep slate bits just to add a little more texture into there with different, slightly different shade of colour. And I've gone for my usual combination of dirt and coarse dirt to add that really dirty, horrible texture, build up of filth kind of look. And then I've just spread a load of barrels and chests and looms and things like that around in the corner to make it look like it's just a build up of stuff in that area. One thing I think would be really good to add to this is some proper dark mud, but I haven't actually been to a mangrove biome yet to have a look around over there, because I would like some mangrove wood. Not that I couldn't just make a mud generator, but I hate making mud generators. So watch this space, and probably relatively soon I'll have a mud generator, because apparently whenever I say I don't want to do something or I dislike something, give it about a day or two and I've got a farm for it, or a bunch of villagers, or just anything really. I have an important thing to do, because Rexy took the wings that we got from the one ender city that we found and went end busting overnight whilst I was asleep, and what we have is wings. These are for our resident mining goblin, But wings! We have wings. So it is very important I put those on my... Oh, and that's not how wings work. So yes, let us do the first flight. And I'm going to make use of some of these big holes that are all above my base. Oh, flying feels good. Oh, yes. I can zoom around the creeper diglet. Oh, it's beautiful. The skies are ours once again. Oh, I've missed this. Flight in Minecraft is just beautiful. And it means we can appreciate the cave from an entirely different angle. Oh, I love it. Right, I'm on my way over. Show me the rain of wither skellies. Wait, I just built this. How do I get down? That's how I get down. Okay.
Okay,
oh.
So...
Bit of a... It is a bit of a cram session in there, isn't it?
Yeah, so if I do this a little bit longer, I think we will get 3 beacons each.
How did a stone sword get into the lower hopper underneath the filter? Wow. Okay, that is a lot of coal and bones. What's the matter, Rexy? What? Oh, am I in the way? Am I getting all your XP? Damn.
So my screen is great because I'm sitting here and I've just got it, hacking away, and I see this pumpkin face slowly move into view.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to get the full eyes?
And this is what I enjoy, Rose.
Oh, with those ones you've just taken out, what are we up to?
Yeah. Okay, one more and we're at 14. but 5 more and we're at a nice, even, like, splittable number,
because if we go for 5 each, then we'll end up getting a couple more on top of that, and then we'll go, oh, well, we could go for 6. This is going to go around in circles.
Yes. Okay, I just need 1 more, and then I'm done. I'm done. I can stop.
Uh-huh, you can stop any time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I suppose if you want to get level 50, we kind of have to let that happen, don't we?
Yeah, right?
Oh, there's one in there. Have you hit level 50?
Almost. I'm gonna have to teleport my camera account away, hey? Or it's gonna keep going.
I mean, yeah, that might happen.
Oh no, it won't spawn because we're not here.
No, it won't.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. We can do this. We need to go, Rose.
Yes, we need to go before we stay here all night. Oh god, look at... No, I'm not looking at how many spawn. Fly, Rexy, fly! Jump off to the end. Fly away.
Okay, so I am holding 42 of these stupid things.
That'll do it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Does it just suffocate? Like, do we just stand here?
It will. It'll start suffocating the minute it spawns. Just be outside of the blast range as it phases in. There you go. And just give it a bit of a
God,
smack.
it's so noisy.
Yeah. And just leave it now. Don't, because you might accidentally knock it up out of the bedrock.
I could use some wither roses, but that's fine.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna tip my hostile creatures down a bit.
Yeah,
Oh, no, wait.
yeah. Is it a little loud?
Just a little. Oh, God, what's it under? Is it block sounds?
No, I turned my hostile creatures. It's just stupidly loud.
Yeah, but the explosions come under block sounds.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jeez, this thing takes forever.
Yeah, we probably could go in and give it a bit of a smack, but...
I don't have knockback on my sword, so it should be okay.
Should be okay. I just don't really want to fight a wither in case it gets free.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Another star. So, third one, yeah?
Yeah.
You're actually on the obsidian. Fell into me.
I got this one.
Oh, it's the invulnerable one.
Yeah.
I just need the other one now. We've got them all.
I got the star too.
Oh, nice. We are a well-oiled machine by the end of this.
Yeah.
Right, number 5. Last one. Kill it! Oh shit, there's an enderman down here. How did that happen?
I must have stared at him at some point.
That could have potentially gone very wrong right at the end.
Yep. I'm going back through the portal.
Didn't even stick around to get your share.
Oh, no, I thought aren't we going to go build a portal at Danny's?
We are going to do that, yeah. Nice little surprise. Right, that's 6 of those. Enough there. Enough there. 6 beacons. Nice. Yeah, I think that's a nice little setup.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Worked well. Everything has kind of been slowly expanding down here in the smelting district. That's what I'm kind of calling it at the moment, smelting district. At least until I get bored of it or come up with a better one. But yeah, I've added the layer around the top here, so now we're getting a lot more verticality in this. It does stick out a little bit, so you get a kind of bit of depth and size going up. And I am planning on adding probably a capping layer on top of this and extending these towers upwards. So hopefully it should look pretty sizable and imposing, to be honest. But yeah, a little bit more details added in, and we'll see where this goes. I'm very happy with it at the moment. It's looking pretty cool overall. Another thing that I've been doing is I've been expanding the flooring out, putting the various dirt areas and things like that, and beginning to block in the designs that I want to add around some of these pillars. So we've got this here, which is going to get turned into a big sort of chimney stack pillar going up there. We've got another building coming in there. But the main thing that I've been doing, as we've been expanding the base, is I've begun adding in a design, at least, for some of the street areas. These stairs that will go up in a second, and we've got the beginnings of a building coming in here. Again, what I'm going for is kind of the carnival district with the reds and the lights and things like that is in Darktide, and I'm making it very sort of mishmash and looks like it's a bit crumbling and falling down here and there and has been repaired. The sort of scummy, horrible areas of the Hive City is what I'm going for. This little chest monster will have to disappear at some point, and my impromptu farming of warped wood is a thing that's been happening as well. At some point I need to make an actual TNT powered farm, probably in the back there somewhere behind this. it's the blocking out of the various buildings and things like that that I've been doing a lot of. So if we just run up here, and this is where the work that I've been doing on the stairs kind of ends, we get to this initial area. And what I've done is carve away a bunch of the rock to give it this sort of view. And as we get technical and we talk about sight lines and stuff like that, we can kind of see what I'm going for. I've got a little statue here. This is just made with all the various stone brick blocks and things like that at the moment. Don't know if I'm going to change that. I would like to have it sort of being darker, probably, but I will work that out at a later date. But I just wanted to put something in for now. Thought it's pretty nice. I like it. And this is just one of these standard small Minecraft statues that you can just Google. This I'm planning on making one of the much bigger statues. I'm tempted to give one of the holographic statues from Darktide a go, maybe with green glass or something like that. See what if I can pull it off. Not entirely sure how to do that. I might have to mess around a bit to see if I can pull that off. But that would look very cool as a kind of set piece. What I'm looking for is this sight line as you look down here, where you have this building here blocking off the view over the smelting area, and two sets of buildings here. This big one here, which is going to be kind of a factory power plant thing with lots of tubes and pipes coming off it down into the dark depths below, whilst we have what is going to be the first bit of the wall, where we've got layers upon layers of buildings rising up to form what is essentially the inside of the hive city, with this vast space in the middle, this literal cavernous space within the city itself. So these will all be buildings with lights and things like that. And I'm going for that shortening effect where this layer is more blocks than that one, then the one above that will be a few less blocks, so you get that sense of scale as you go up. That's what I'm going for. Also, the other thing is, as you are running along this roadway here, this building or these buildings in the background will remain pretty much static, whilst as you're running, this closer one will shift a lot faster in your perspective, so it will give you a real sense of depth as you're running through. Not entirely sure what to do with this water yet. I think I might pipe it off, or I'm tempted to make it a sort of dirty, horrible culvert thing. So we'll probably get rid of where it's coming down there, or just do a big open pipe sewer thing here. Maybe a broken pipe that's extending along this way and then going into this building here, and it's cracked and broken and it's flooding down into the lower depths. That could look pretty cool. We might do that. But that's what I'm going for. And the idea is with this building here is when you come round this corner, as you come further along here, you'll suddenly see all of this cavern opening up with the top of the smeltery here. I'm really happy with how it's going. And also, because I now have wings, I can begin to appreciate it from above. So you can see all of these little roads, where they'll go and things like that. It's looking pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Hopefully, as these buildings begin to get put in, it's going to start feeling a little bit more claustrophobic. I want it to feel like it's tight and overgrown and crushed. I think it's going to look good. I should probably go and help Rexy with that farm. Take a look at these boots that this zombie just dropped.
What the heck?
I don't know. What the hell was it doing with those?
Winning. think.
I,
Oh, okay.
I think I might
Where's...
have to preserve these for prosperity. I mean,
Yeah,
jeez.
I can hear a zombie. Where is it?
It's up there on the roof. Jeez,
Yeah,
light
it's
up your
down here,
build,
and then...
Rexy. I've been working on a few bits of the base. Mainly, I'm beginning to experiment with some of the closed, narrow little alleyways that are going to be around, linking some of the bigger area of the base, like this more open cavern, to one of the little areas in the back here. And ultimately, what I'm going for is these sort of very close, claustrophobic alleyways that you can run through. And I'm going to start experimenting with light levels as well. So currently we've got a lot of light levels, such as these lanterns and these shroom lights that are making up part of this sign. But I'm going to try and darken everything down so it has a bit of a dingy, grimy look to it. But I'm quite pleased with how it's going so far. And this building here on the left is going to extend up, probably a bit higher than this one on the right. So it will really create a close feeling as you're running down here. I've been branching out a little bit more around this area. I've now put a cap on the top of here. So if we just jump into FreeCam a second, you can see the copper roof that's starting to expand over this area. Although I'm just waiting a little bit because I'm contemplating filling this area underneath the big statue and under here with some sort of probable bamboo farm that may end up being a fuel source for the super smelter. Haven't quite worked that one out yet, but that's probably what I'm going to be doing relatively soon. But yeah, we're making quite a bit of progress. I'm really happy with the floor as well. The inclusion of the cobble deep slate and in some cases the tuff is really bringing it together, and I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. I've been doing more work on the stairs as well, so now we've got it going all the way up here. It works particularly well, especially the spruce wood slabs that I've dotted in here and there. It's giving it that kind of torn, worn look that I was looking for. And when we extend these walls, both up in this case and along here, I think it's really going to start looking good and bringing it all together. What I'd quite like to do is finish off this square here. So from the smelter down to that little district, the building that's going to go here, and finishing off the rest of the lava farm's facade with these two giant pillars here. It's really coming together, and I think once this square is finished, you're really going to get a good impression of the general look that I'm going for. There are a couple of very simple farms that I've just included into the walls and surrounding areas of the base, so they're just ticking over whilst I'm running around building. In this case, it's a really simple dripstone farm, because I'm going to end up needing quite a lot of dripstone for the various bits of the walls, especially as I'm using it in the red brick walls. And eventually I'll be using it for some of the terraforming that's going to be happening. So having a farm that's just ticking over constantly is really quite useful. So it's not producing massively because it is only small, but the more it produces, the more of these I can install next to it. So we'll get a nice tileable stack of them going along the side here, and maybe up and down and all directions as well. But yeah, it is just slowly producing, giving me a constant rate that I'm able to improve as we go. So yeah, pretty happy with it. There are also a few more farms that we've recently completed, both around my base and server ones that are for everyone's use, so we'll go and have a look at them. Deep in the bowels of the earth beneath my base, even below the ancient city that's down here, whilst I was just beginning to branch mine out and explore the area, I came across a little zombie spawner. And Rexy and I have quite the thirst for copper, so I've converted it into a drown farm. And it's a little difficult to see, of course, because it's all blocked off, so we're going to utilise the wonderful benefits that is the cheaty free cam to allow us just to have a little look at its operation. So it's a really simple standard zombie spawner. Funnels the zombies down into this little bubble column here, shoots them up where they get slowly pulled along. They get slowed down by the cobwebs that are up here and converted into drowned, because this water here is smothering their faces, which ultimately results in them being converted into a drowned. We've got this little egg here so that the zombies will be pulled towards it. Also, they do convert to drowned halfway through, so we've got a water source here which will encourage the drowned to rush down. But otherwise, the constant spawning of more zombies here will funnel them through and push the various zombies and converted drowned along. So this is one of the problems that we're seeing here, where these drowned will try to get to the nearest big water source, which is the bubble column in this case. So a lot of the time they will, especially when they get down to this end and they get closer to here, turn around and start moving this way, which causes them to drop down into the killing chamber here behind all these drowned heads, where you can just stay, slice away, and start collecting some copper. Been working on my portal area on the nether roof a bit, mainly bringing the general design elements of the base through onto the nether roof. So we've got the deep slate towers, we've got the super smelter elements with the iron bars and the magma blocks back there, we've got the red brick and all these sorts of things coming in, and as well as the various areas of the spruce slabs, things like that. We've also got a bit more of a messy industrial look going on, as we've got various things, like we've got these farms, that's a Rexy, we've got this lava farm there, we've got some other little things in here with all these chests and storage and things. We've got a very simple manual basalt farm and a beacon at the back, just to make it work a lot better. So yeah, we've got quite a few things going on here. I'm quite liking it. We're going to continue making this area look a whole lot messier, a lot more industrial. It's pretty cool. I'm liking it. We're probably going to extend the carpet of the dark grey and various other colours out across this area as well, just to make it kind of match up with the flooring of the base, the other side of the portal. And no, before you ask, this isn't spawn proofed, but you know, I've got a bow. That seems to work. The last and newest farm that has appeared on the RelaxedCraft server is a rebuilt and improved, we'll just say, version of the Zombie Piglin Gold farm. I don't need to explain how these work. I think we all know how these work. It works, it's efficient, it's at build height, on the nether roof. It uses the entity cramming with the minecarts below there. There was a lot of problems that we had with these minecarts. They kept on spilling everywhere. There is a good stream of minecarts that have gone off in every which direction, where they have escaped their prison and shot off. But I've got friendly creatures turned down right now, so we don't have to deal with that sound. And I haven't aggroed the zombie piglins because nobody wants to hear that much squealing pork going on. It's horrible. These are some of the worst noisemakers in all of... I said no. Honestly. Oh, and now we have a ghast. This is the other problem with this farm, because we haven't yet managed to gas-proof it. It's a bit of a nightmare. All it'll take is a little bit of more glass added onto the top, and we'll sort it out. But, you know, they have appeared occasionally and shot Rexy's redstone. Yep. And they do summon quite a few of them, so yeah, we'll deal with that, or we'll fly away and we'll deal with that later.